obviously been an off season of change more than anything else. A new head coach, a lot of new faces in the locker room in terms of freshmen and transfer students. What has that adjustment been like, playing under a new coach, a new system, with a lot of new teammates in the mix?
It's been different but fun. I think with a new coach and new teammates, it's just really exciting, and you're just like, I want to get to know everyone. I want to know everyone's strengths and weaknesses. And then with the coach, it's hard to we've been the upperclassmen have been molded for so long with this old coach, and then you have to unmold yourself and remold yourself to a new coach. So it's difficult, but it's really exciting to be able to have a new future and be more positive with each other and everything.
Sure. In terms of your day-to-day, what's asked of you guys in practice, what's asked of you when you're on the field, what's been the biggest change with Coach B?
Definitely our intensity. He came in the spring and he was like, this practice isn't a practice. We were all going through the motions, and he was like, if you guys aren't going to come here to work, there's no point in practicing. So he pretty much was just the intensity needs to raise, the competitive level needs to raise, and he told us from the spring that no one has a guaranteed starting position. So I think that was a huge fire in everyone's eyes, and everyone was ready to go and fight for starting positions and just the strength of the team.
I mean, speaking of change, you start 36 games at defense, and now I understand you're playing forward.
Yeah.
What's that been like, and what kind of adjustment has that been?
Well, I played forward in high school and club, and that's what I thought I was coming in to Youngstown as. But my old coach moved me to a defender, and I'm pretty versatile. I can play in different positions, but I think at the college level it's really different to change from defender to forward instantly. And so the spring was a huge transitioning period. The coaches would send me videos on how to make runs, and they had a lot of film sessions with me on making my effective runs as a forward. So it's different, but I like it.
So going from offense to defense, once again, you're going to obviously be asked a lot more to take penalty kicks, free kicks, and whatnot. What's going through your mind after you set the ball up in those moments when you're surveying the field, getting ready to maybe shoot off a penalty kick? What are you telling yourself, and what are you thinking as a player?
Well, you can't stress yourself out in those situations. You can't say don't miss or else you'll miss. So it's just you take a deep breath and you're I've practiced this. I know where I need to go, and then you just tap into the net. Usually in those situations, people just get really stressed out and they're don't miss, and then they miss. So it's just you have to take a breath and everything's usually okay.
Taking a look at your guys' schedule, I mean, it's a tough schedule, but starting off with 5 of your first 6 on the road, what are you guys sort of saying as a team to get through that first stretch of the season, and what are you really looking to do this season as a unit in terms of trying to change from where you were last year to this year?
The first 5 games being away are rough. We all know that it's not going to be the best part of the season, and we have to just look at it one game at a time. So right now we're focusing on Robert Morris, and then the next game after that we'll talk about. But usually just the week leading up to games, we just focus on one game, and then once we get past it, we just move on. So for that, it's just 5 games, and then it's a home game, so you just have to tell yourself that. And then as a team throughout the season, we want to make it to playoffs. Not only that, but we would like to host a playoff game if possible. So I think we came together in preseason, and we were we have these goals and we want to meet them. How are we going to meet them? So we all sat down and we made a mission statement with words that are meaningful to us. And so we live by it every day. And whenever someone's unmotivated, we say one of those words and it remotivates us. So it's a really good thing we have going.
So you spoke about that culture change. I mean, what's that process been like, trying to really change your guys' mindsets as a team? I mean, I'm sure there have been growing pains from spring to now.
Yeah, it's definitely been difficult, but it's all been for the better. And I think something that we do really well as a team is we talk to each other so much more. So whenever someone's going through a tough time, it's just I'm here for you, I'm your teammate. I'm not only that, but I'm your friend. And so it's a lot better, the nature and culture we have as a team. It's definitely grown.